YouTube, we are reacting to what is going on in Duel Links land. Even if you don't care about Duel Links, I would very much appreciate if you go on this journey with me to see what's going on. Maybe I have no idea about some of these cards that I've not played in TCG because they're not being played in Master Duel, but now they are in Duel Links. And I've been reading that people are saying that a new box is coming out, it's not out yet, and it's power creeping the game. Is that true?
There can only be one winner. And you're looking at it. Let's go.
Real quick before we react to that, I want to see what's the tier list look like. So Knights, Infernoid, Salamangreat, Triple D, those are all the top decks of the game right now. Does that sound funny? This is what a Salamangreat deck would look like. Okay, kind of looks like Master Duel. This is what a Triple D deck looks like. Interesting. And Infernoid looks just like Master Duel, but without the grass. Monster Gate is what? Limited to one? Yeah, you can only get one. And not limited to one on the ban list, but only obtainable at one. And then Knights. This deck is all about basically turning this into a skill drain. The monsters are negated, so that's funny. And now, let's see what is coming to the game. Knightmare Mermaid. Well, also, here are the most popular cards in the game. MST is the most popular. Book of Moon, even with Link Summoning, is the second most popular. And Mech Knights, because it's the top deck, most popular. Compulse, interesting. Now, holy moly, I did not play with this. I'm not experienced with this card, but this is banned in the TCG, banned in the OCG, and it's because it could very easily special summon a Knightmare monster from the deck. So I was watching a video, I forgot, I think his name was Duel Logs, and also I'm familiar with how Orcus works. You are going to be able to summon, it was banned because it would summon Knightmare. And then Knightmare would be able to summon or send to the graveyard the Harp Horror. And then that would go, oh, hey, it's in the game. It's in the game, but is Knightmare in the game? I'm going to have to check. We're going to have to check that because that's why this was banned. It could summon Knightmare, then Knightmare would send Harp Horror, then Harp Horror would summon a monster from the deck. And you could make this with one card, Link 1, if you have Ibly. And I do know that Ibly's coming. So you can normal summon Ibly, then make this right away, and then summon Knightmare or another Ibly from the deck. And then Ibly, when summoned, if sent to the graveyard, you could special summon it onto your opponent's side of the field. Then your opponent can only, they have to Link summon only. They can't special summon except Link. So if this combo were to become popular, either you're summoning this with Ibly or you're summoning Ibly from the deck and then sending Ibly to the graveyard to summon on your opponent's side of the field to lock them into Link summoning only, you could put this in your extra deck just to counter that play. So you might need room in your extra deck just for this to summon over an Ibly your opponent gives you. But if that becomes popular, then you don't want to give your opponent Ibly, then they stop playing this, then you give them Ibly. I guess could Duel Links create a circle of play Mermaid, don't play Mermaid, play Mermaid, don't play Mermaid. Interesting. So now, with that said, let's look at the other cards. Future Circuit. Boom, here are the ultra rares first. So Bottomless, reprint. Reprint, this is not a reprint. I was playing this card in a non-version of World Legacy. I was playing it in Prank Kids. This is a good generic, despite it saying World Legacy. Target any monster in the graveyard, special summon it to a zone a Link monster points to. This was great in Prank Kids to play around Ash Blossom. And if you like a Link deck, then this could possibly be good. It's like a monster reborn if you have a Link monster on the field. So that's very good. Kozmo. Kozmo is a Star Wars deck. I have not played it yet myself, but I've seen it multiple times in tournaments, sometimes in my tournaments in Master Duel. And it's a Star Wars deck. It's fun. We'll see what other cards it comes with before we get to really look into it. Droll Knockbird. Wait, if a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, what? Add. So let's look at the word add. Is this going to be good? So if they Nightfall, add a Mech Knight, they can no longer add for the rest of the turn. It does not negate the ability to add, but once you add, you're done adding. So is anyone really adding too much? If you debug, then you're done adding for the rest of the turn. And this could be a precursor to maybe releasing Maxi and Duel Links, because it could stop Maxi from adding beyond drawing one more. Knightmare Unicorn this is huge for Duel Links. Now Duel Links has this. This is one of the top most used cards in Master Duel for good reason. Generic, anyone could use it. 2 monsters at least, make a link 3, discard a card, spin a card in the field back in the deck, gets through destruction protection. It's beautiful, very good. And then it could help you go into a link 4. Now, I don't know what's a good link 4. Well, Firewall Dragon, kind of a generic. You could go with 1 monster plus Unicorn into Firewall Dragon. Now, Firewall Dragon needs to be co-linked to another monster to get its good effect. Its good effect is per co-link, it could once while face up, target monsters on the field or in either player's graveyard up to the co-link and return them to the hand. You could return your own monsters, or you could return your opponent's monster on the graveyard or their field back to the hand, but only once, and per co-link. If a monster this points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, so generally what I would do in my Code Talker deck, I would be co-linked pointing to a non-link monster, and I would link with that monster, sending it to the graveyard, and that would trigger Firewall to summon another monster from the hand. Generally, I did that with Ibli. So I think Ibli is right here. Ibli would be in my hand, and then Firewall Dragon would special summon Ibli from the hand after I searched it when I linked with another monster. So that's very cool. Helps setting up the co-link. Magical Muskets. This is such a fun control deck. It looks like you got some fun control rogue decks here. It's dependent on how much they are releasing. So Kozmo and Magical Musket, I think I should head on over to Master Duel real quick just to see what those decks are looking like, to see what we are looking out for. So a Kozmo deck, it's, you know, Divvy likes it. Yep, Divvy likes it. It's a Divvy deck, and he's reached Diamond 2 with the deck in November, and he's got a write-up about it. So let's look at the Kozmo breakdown of what's definitely being played. So it looks like the lady's not 100%. I think one of the analytics are messing this up. Or no, okay, this is fine. We need Dark Destroyer. So I don't know if that's in it, but we're gonna look for it. We need Strawman. We need Kozmo Town. And we might need the rest of these cards too. But we know we got her though, and she's an ultra rare. Ultra rare means it's gotta be good. So let's see the rest of the leaks. And I look at a Magical Musket deck too. Phoenix. What? This is generic link to Papa Back Row. So what you could do is, wait, this is weird. You could Phoenix Papa Back Row with any 2 monsters, discard a card, and then you could link over Phoenix with the new Knightmare Mermaid, and then Knightmare Mermaid could summon Ibli from the deck, and then you could make another Phoenix, right? It could be summoned more than once. It can't be activated again. You can only use each effect, but then you get Ibli on their field if you really want to do that. Okay, so, you know, I'm not sure how broken this will be if we don't have Knightmare, and they're going to be careful about not giving us Knightmare if we have this now. So, okay, interesting. Moving on, we have Dark Freaking Hole. Destroy all monsters on the field. If I look at the word destroy, what's destroying right now based off popularity? Anything that's destroying monsters. This is, you know, it takes a monster, it kind of deals with a monster. Are there any good spells? Spell speed 1, destroy. Lightning Vortex is really falling off, right? So there's really nothing like Dark Hole. It destroys even your own monsters if you want to trigger something. Interesting. And it's at 3. I feel like this is something that would put in a bundle and you would only be allowed to play 1. We got more Magical Musket stuff, so we're gonna look at that. Expendable Die. I don't even know what this is. Tribute a warrior, target a card in the field, destroy it if you do, draw a card. Okay, probably, you know, okay, target any card in the field, pop and draw. Seems pretty decent, actually. We have Trickstar. I'm not gonna pretend to know what the heck this does. We're going to Madonna and Goki, some more Goki support. Madonna, I don't know what this do. Is it using Trickstar and Master Duel? So let me know if it's cool to continually look at what's happening in Master Duel with these decks to see what's good. So let's look at Musketeers of what definitely needs to be in the Duel Links leaks. So Musketeers are all about activating spell and traps from your hand during your opponent's turn. That's insane. And it's got a nice toolbox of being able to, so this one will be able to search for any of them if you activate a spell or trap in the same column as it. So what's really cool about that is you get this card that can negate a spell and trap. You get this card that could destroy a face-up card in the field. And you get another one, a quick play one, this one, that could reduce a monster to 0 and negate its effects. So that's what's really good. Negate, destroy, and negate, and do it with this one. So I don't know if this one's even coming out. We'll see, we'll see. If activated in a column, discard a magical musket, draw 2. Okay. Oh, hey, you know, 20 card deck, you maybe don't need to be searching muskets in 20 cards. Instead, you could just have draw power. Okay. But how many musket cards we have? We have negate a monster. What else? We need more. We need more. Oh. We got negate a monster and pop a face up. That might be enough. 3. Oh! Wait, why is this one ultra rare? What the heck? Okay. I thought that this would be ultra rare if it was in. I mean, that's weird, right? What are the rarities in here? Super rare? Yeah, I mean, it's a cheap deck type. Okay. This one's only a rare. They flipped the rarities. Interesting. Okay. I feel like this is playable. With only 6 total magical musket cards, 3 of this one and 3 of this one, 3 pop, 3 negate, is that good? What's very good about this is Starfire, you activate a spell trap behind her, and then she will summon Casper. And then you activate a spell and trap behind Casper, then Casper will search. So that's great. Wow, okay, nice. I like it. And you would be able to rank 4 exceed if you had a level 4 one. Isn't this the Doctor level 4? Is there a level 4 play anyway? I guess if you wanted to summon her, I don't know if we're getting Calamity, you'd probably want that to make the rank 4 exceed. And it looks like we're getting a ton of Cosmos. I don't even know what this one's not really used, so I'm not gonna look too much in it. Cosmojo, isn't this the non-targeting banishment? Oh, this is nuts. First time I saw this in a tournament, you target a Cosmo you control, destroy it, and then non-targeting banish any card your opponent controls or in the graveyard. So this being just a rare is interesting because I think that's the main removal of a Cosmo deck that's not being played in this version though, because this is like a mill version. Yeah, this is probably not anywhere close to how it would be played. Let me look at what would a Duel Links version of the deck would look like. Probably something like this. This looks like a Duel Links version. This looks like a Duel Links version. Yeah, okay. Double Cosmojo, and I'm not sure which one searches it. Does this one search it? Banish this card, special summon a Cosmo from your hand, inflict battle damage. You can pay 500, add a Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. So if you, okay, we're bringing back battle damage, search for the Cosmojo, and Dark Eruption, reprint. We have, what about the other ultra rares? Amphibious, Swarm, Ship, and Blow Whale. I mean, if it's an ultra rare, it commands the respect if I have to read it. 200 for each Link monster in either graveyard. If this card is destroyed, you could target a Link 3 or lower in either graveyard, special summon it. It is a Link freaking 4, 2600. If a Link 3 or lower on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in the graveyard, you could banish this card from the graveyard, destroy 1 card on the field. What? Okay, well, okay, hey, if this card's in the graveyard, okay, interesting. I'm not sure, was this even used in Master Duel? What is this, trash? It's trash. Yeah, it's actually trash, not using any deck. Wait, a long time ago, some people were using it. Randomly it was being used. You just use it for this effect. Dump it in the graveyard and then it does that. Okay. Okay, let's keep on seeing. Kozmo, as far as I'm concerned, is all about, it is what monster that is the main monster here? I think it's the Dark Destroyer. On summon, pop a card on the field. I think this one too, on summon, pop a back row on the field. So do we have the poppage? I think Kozmo's all about popping with the starships. And here's one of them. On summon, pop a back row. Okay. What about pop a monster? No pop a monster? Send a Kozmo from your deck to the graveyard, target a face-up monster on the field, lose attack and defense. So we don't have the main Kozmo poppage, but we do have the Kozmo non-target banish. Yeah, I don't think it would be a normal. That'd be crazy. It's too good to be a normal. Scriptron, okay, is good for banishing a Cyberse from the graveyard to summon, for, you know, climbing up links. Kozmo Lady. During either player's turn, banish this card, special summon a level 6 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand. So that's basically what you're going to be doing. You're going to be getting Cosmos onto the field from your hand, but this is the only good trigger effect, and we don't have the other one. So maybe an incomplete deck type. Tin Can, banish this card, special summon a level 2 or higher Kozmo from your hand, special summon a Kozmo from your hand. So I guess you climb. So level 2 or higher, and level 4 or higher, level 6 or higher. Interesting. All right. That's it for this box review. I don't want to make this video too long, but what do you all think about the state of Duel Links? Are you currently playing? What are you liking? What are you not liking? I don't know. Let's see a recent tournament, the Meta Weekly or the Damage Step if it wants to load. Thank you very much. Mech Knight dominating. Okay. Keck Knight, we kind of saw that on the tier list. Lots of Keck Knight. And I hear it's really toxic to play against because of the skill drain negate. And what happened in the Meta Weekly? Keck Knight. All right. Mech Knight #1, and the deck already got nerfed. Interesting. So you tell me what, maybe if you don't play Duel Links, what would Duel Links have to do to make you want to play? I feel maybe a little bit of a card trade system within maybe just the latest box if you want to keep it simple and baby steps, or maybe make the game even crazier than it is. Just make it absolutely wild. And if you feel like I'm saying this a lot, that should be a good thing, right? Konami told me they watch the videos for feedback, and I'm trying to give that feedback. I'm trying to hammer it in without being toxic, not complaining about it, just good, healthy criticism. The optics of Duel Links for non-Duel Links players, the optics are poor, and Konami could improve that. And I would like for them to do it because I do want to come back and play more because I think that'd be a lot of fun. And maybe I should for this box. You tell me. That is it. We are out.